The story opens in the city of Lagos with Nene and Namika talking over the issue of their recent engagement. Nene wants him to write a letter to his father and inform him about it. But Namika wants to do it personally when he goes to his village during the vacation because he is sure that his father will not like this news. Nene has lived in Lagos since her childhood, and so she doesn't know much about people in remote parts of the country. Namika is aware of the fact that, just like elsewhere, in his village also, a person's tribe determines whom he married, that too only with the consent of his parents. He tries to explain things to Nene, but she doesn't understand and leaves it to Namika. On his way back, Namika again reads out the letter he has recently received from his father stating that he had chosen a girl, Ugoye Nuik, for him. Namika has known this girl since childhood and he smiled as he thought of this naughty girl, Ugoye Nuik, who used to beat boys in the school. His father was happy with his choice because Ugoye had a proper Christian upbringing and good character. The story then takes a leap as Namika has come to his native village during the vacation. He asks for forgiveness from his father as it is impossible for him to marry Ugoye. He discloses to his father his relationship with Nene, with whom he plans to marry. His father is so shocked by this news that instead of bursting out in anger, as is his nature, he becomes absolutely silent. Next day, the father tries to make him understand the ill effects of marriage outside one's tribe, calling it devil's work. Namika comes back with a sad heart, hoping that one day his father's traditional views will change. Namika was the first in his village to marry a girl from a different tribe. And that is why his father gets concerned, even though he himself doesn't believe in the superstitious beliefs like other villagers. All the villagers gathered around Okeki and expressed concern over this strange act of his son, which they considered the beginning of the end. They were sure that the boy's mind was diseased and must be treated by a herbalist. But Okeki did not believe in the superstitions prevalent in the village. The villagers discussed their local herbalist who was killed by his own medicine. Despite all this, Namika and Nene got married. The story moves further 6 months and they receive a letter from Okeki in which he shows his annoyance and anger by cutting the wedding picture sent by his son. He declares his rejection of Nene also. This letter hurts them terribly, but Namika is still hopeful that his father's basic good nature will change his views one day. As time passes by, the Igbo friends of Namika realize that their married life is very good. They now understand that for marriage, love and understanding are required, and not the same tribe. News of their being one of the most happy couple reaches the village also. But no one dares to talk to Okeki about it. He had made great efforts to forget Namika, although it had been very painful for them. Then one day Okeki received a letter from Nene. Unwillingly he reads it. Nene informs him that he has two grandsons and both are now grown up. Every day they ask for their grandfather, and Nene writes that she doesn't know what reply she must give to them. She earnestly requests him to allow them to meet him along with Namika during the coming vacation and that she herself would not come. This letter greatly moves Okeki. All these years he had hardened himself, but today, at the thought of his grandsons, his heart melts. He feels that he had done great injustice to them, and now he must open the door of his house for them.